For the first few minutes, we are going to see how Plato was described, how Plato was described, by various philosophers. Okay. That means, first you will take some statements. Okay. That statements will reflect the importance of the Plato. Okay. After those statements, then we will discuss about the Plato in detail. Obviously, students, all these Western political philosophers are, when we discuss about the Indian political philosopher also, always remember what the philosophers try to do. Philosopher try to offer solution. Always remember, philosopher offers try to solution. So, the solutions for what? The solutions for the good life. Good life. At different times, we already discussed that men always pursued about the good life. Different political philosophers, they thought in different way. Aristotle mainly believed that this good life can be achieved through by being in a good politics. That is the reason he described man as a political animal. Okay. So, good life. Why they were talking about the good life? Generally, these political philosophers, generally they offered solutions in response to, generally political philosophers offered solutions in response to crisis periods, in response to crisis periods. When the society was having some crisis, as an effort of offering solution to that crisis, they offered the solutions, and that solutions helped the person to lead a good life. Okay. Same like, for example, when the world was suffering with this smallpox, Edward Jenner, his discovery helped to this remedy of the smallpox. In the same way, when America was racing against Germany in the World War II, okay, through Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer offered the nuclear bomb. You know that project Manhattan, it is in New Salot. Trinity, test of Trinity. Generally, we use the Procron 1, Procron 2. Okay. Operation Buddha as well as Operation Shakti. Have you heard about this? Nuclear test. Whereas the American first nuclear test was test of Trinity. It was, okay, way back in the 1945 July. Next month itself, they used that nuclear bomb on Japan. Okay. That is the one. We will discuss at different point of time. That in the IR class also we will discuss in the World War II and all those point of times. So, now this is the essence of a philosopher. Now, we will see what are some of the observations of very popular philosophers about the Plato. Okay. Write down. We are done with this. Write down. Take the heading Plato. Plato in brackets 424 to 348 BC. 424 to 348 BC. 424 to 348 BC. Okay. First one. Take the name and hyphen. Emerson. Take hyphen. Emerson. That means here I am going to give few philosopher names and their explanation about the Plato. Emerson. Take hyphen, keep in quotes. Plato is philosophy. Plato is philosophy. Plato is philosophy, and philosophy is Plato. And philosophy is Plato. Plato is philosophy and philosophy is Plato. So, what does that mean? That means without Plato, there is no philosophy. That is what. Plato is philosophy and philosophy is Plato. Next, second one. Karl Popper. Karl Popper. Karl Popper. Karl Popper. Karl Popper. Okay. So, listen students, I have heard about this word, especially sometimes in politics. People will make lot of rhetoric comments. They want to be in limelight. Even though the stupidest comment it may be, there will be limelight. Okay, you might have known that some politicians. Okay, like you can say any politician, but what kind of principle they follow? I mean that dialogue which will follow with the Karl Popper also. The politicians sometimes even with the stupidest comment also they want to be in news, because they follow that. They follow the principle that one must like hate that person, or one must love the person, but one must not ignore that person, because in politics if you will be ignored, you will not be in the limelight. Are understanding? So, Karl Popper view also, some philosophers might love Plato, some may hate Plato, but you cannot ignore Plato with respect to philosophy. Write down hyphens. One can be either Platonic, one can be either Platonic, one can be either Platonic or anti-Platonic or anti-Platonic, but one cannot be non-Platonic, Okay. Next, third one, Whiteheads. Third one, Whiteheads. Take hyphen. The entire Western philosophy is nothing but footnotes, that means explanation, footnotes of Plato and Aristotle. Online students, if you are issues with any audio and video issues, please call to the office number, someone will come. Okay. Footnotes to Plato and Aristotle. What I am saying now? The entire Western philosophy is nothing but footnotes to Plato and Aristotle. Plato is considered as, keep in quotes, father of political philosophy. Okay. Next, friends, listen carefully. Sometimes, yes, okay, sir. Sometimes in PSIR, you will get this word, okay, that word is known as architectonic. Okay, architectonic means foundational, like architecture. Are understanding? Architectonic means foundational. Why I am explaining this is, generally, according to Plato or Aristotle, everyone, okay, they says that, if you go back to this, so what is a man mainly look for? Good life. Okay, the main principle which is required for good life is always, it's about the justice. Very, very important. That is the reason most of the philosophers, they say that the architectonic idea, that means the foundational idea of philosophy, always revolves around justice. Okay, that means any basic political philosophy must be based on the justice, because without justice, no good life. Already you know that. What is the meaning of justice? Distribution of both rights as well as the responsibilities. Okay, one must be there get own due share of rights as well as due share of responsibility, and they will be incentivized and they should be punished equally. That is what we discussed as a justice. Indian Constitution also, when you look at the preamble, you will find the word justice. Yes or no? Okay. So, from which country we borrowed the concept of justice? Yes, USSR. From USSR we borrowed the concept of justice. Liberty, equality, fraternity? French. Okay. That you have to know the students. In preamble you will find justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. What type of justice generally you look forward? Social, economic and political justice. Okay. So, foundation of philosophy. Foundation of philosophy is all around this architectonic idea. This architectonic idea is nothing but justice. Right on. In political philosophy, justice is considered as architectonic or foundational value, architectonic or foundational idea, explanation to this. Next point. Because the very purpose of the state is to serve the justice. Because the very purpose of the state is to serve the justice. Okay. Next, listen students. Listen, power. Okay. Whenever you come across the word power always it is present in nature. For example, lion exercise power, okay, in wildlife. In olden days also, strong men used to have control the weak men, power used to be there. So, power is always present in nature, okay, but this power, when it is used in a very justifiable manner, that can be possible only with the state. If state is there, then only the power will be served the justice. Okay. If the state is not there, then power will prevail. That means that resulted to the statelessness, and that is nothing but what? Anarchy. Anarchy means without government. We are seeing in the countries like Taliban and in those areas where the powerful persons are imposing their ideas on the weak people. So, what I am trying to say, power is generally in nature, but the state is the mechanism which ensures that power is serving the justice. Okay. If the justice is served, then people will get the good life. Are you understanding my points? Okay. That is the importance. So, when you are observing for last few minutes, you will observe the importance of the states. So, everything is revolved around the state, because state is the only machinery or mechanism which serves the requirements for a person for the good life. If the state is not performing very well, then the person will not get the good life. That you have to understand. Okay. Right on. Power. Next points. Power exists in nature. Power exists in nature. Power exists in nature. But the states will ensure that, that power, but the state ensures that power is used, to bring justice. That power is used to bring justice. Okay. This is an introductory remark. Now we will see